Good
Good
afternoon, everyone.
good afternoon.
How are you today, Terry?
I'm okay. How are you, Jane?
Doing all right. I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine. It's the weather's not so great today, but I mean, I guess
No.
it doesn't really matter because we're all inside the house. So, let's start today. Since the focus activity is asking questions, I'm going to start by asking you some very simple questions.
Okay.
Um, where are you from, Terry? Where are you from?
I am from the United States, from Seattle in the Northwest, almost to Canada. And Jane,
Wow.
where are you from?
I'm from the East Coast of the United States in the North state of New York, a city called Syracuse in the state of New York. Mm.
Excellent. Very far from Seattle.
Yes, we're at the opposite ends of the United States. We are,
We are.
absolutely. Um, what do you do? What do you do, Terry?
Well, Jane, I am a teacher. I teach English for Mayas Florence via Baraka. Oh, look, we have
Hmm,
Alessio
I
from
know.
Sweden and
Let's
Giovanna's from,
wait a second.
think
Wait. Is
Rome.
it? I don't know. Is it Rome or Body?
I
I can't.
think Giovanna's
Giovanna,
from
please,
Rome. Tell us, Giovanna, who are you from Rome?
Giovanna, tell us.
Sorry, we
Because we
forget.
had, well, we forgot yesterday. I think we had her for two lessons
Yeah,
yesterday, right, Giovanna?
exactly.
Hi, Giovanna. Um,
Naples. Okay, thank you, Giovanna. Now I won't
oh,
forget.
sorry, totally missed that one. We said we did everything other than Naples. Oh, Benedetta, hi from Pescara.
And Pasquale from the Amalfi
Solid on the Amalfi
Coast.
Coast. All right.
Excellent.
So
Beautiful.
we're complete. It's fantastic, everybody. So good to have you here today. And we're just asking very simple questions to each other. And hello, Max. Terry, you were asking, no, I was asking you a question. I said, what do you do? What do you do? And you said,
I am a
what is
teacher
your
from
job?
my English school in Florence via Baracca. And
Hmm.
and you as well.
Yes, I am a teacher. I'm an English teacher in Florence. Yes, so that is my job. I'm going to ask you, you can answer it truthfully or not. How old are you? How old are you?
You should never ask a lady how old she
I
is.
know, but you know what? I'm very easy. You can say 25. It's no problem.
No. I am I am 52 years old.
Okay, how old are you? Okay. And you want to ask me the same question if you want?
How old are you, Jane?
I'm 51.
We're almost the same.
I know. I'm a 68, 1968. Are you 67?
I am March of 67.
So you just had a birthday.
I
When,
did.
when was your birthday?
Ooh, past tense question.
I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't, but I have to ask.
My birthday was a week ago. It was March 23rd.
Oh, my mother's is March 24th. So,
My sister
yeah.
is March 30. March 30th, yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Jane, do you have brothers or sisters?
Yes, I do. I have two brothers. Hmm.
Are they
Mhm.
older or younger than you?
They are older. They're older. And you? Uh, do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have one sister, and she is almost a year older than me. For 1 week every year, we are the same age.
Oh, you're 1 year apart?
Well, on March 23rd, I became 52, and on March 30th, 1 week later, she became 53. So for
Oh,
1 week every year, we are the same.
no, it's very sweet. My daughters are 1 year apart.
Ah,
My
beautiful.
daughters, yeah, nice. Okay, other
We have
questions?
some really, so people are answering. I love this.
Yeah, I
People are
love this.
answering our questions. Giovanna, I'm a civil servant with an S, servant. And in this period, I'm working at home.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
But let's take a look at Benedetta, who, and I'm a nurse. I work in, you need an article, in a medical clinic. Benedetta, are you working at a private hospital right now? Huh? Are you working at a private hospital or a public hospital? Because it's a very particular moment, huh?
Mm. So Pasquale says,
Oh,
my birthday is on 10 May. So Pasquale, when we talk about dates in English, we invert. My birthday is on May 10th. So we use the
10.
ordinal number. We use the ordinal number, not
Mm-hmm.
cardinal. Okay.
So my daughter's birthday is also on May 10th.
Oh, beautiful.
Wale, you have the same birthday as my daughter Gabriella.
Beautiful. So Alessio, I'm 26 and I'm an an only child. Excellent. Excellent. Ben-
Nice. Everybody's great. I love this.
Benedetta
People.
responded to your question. It's a private hospital.
Yes,
Thank
I hope you're
you.
safe, Benedetta.
Thank you,
Please.
Benedetta.
Thank you, and be safe, please. Okay, so today, actually, I wanted to talk to you, Terry, because I think this is a very difficult focus, and it's a very important focus because we're talking
Absolutely.
about asking questions, and asking questions are it's super difficult to do, and so we're going to try to be as clear as possible about asking questions today. Yeah, you want to go ahead and read?
All right. So in this focus activity, question words, asking questions, and learn the quasi trick.
Mm-hmm.
I love the
Okay.
quasi trick.
I do too. I think it's fabulous.
It is, and in Italian we have only one structure for questions. We take the affirmation, the statement, and we change the intonation. But in English, how many different question structures? I can think of five different question structures. Some with question words, some without question words. But this quasi
But
trick, I love.
you know what? Let's talk about one thing. Um, Before we even talk about the quasi trick, one of the biggest problems that I can see with asking questions is understanding when you use an auxiliary verb to ask a question and when you use the verb to be. And this is people find this very difficult. So,
Mm-hmm.
do you know, Terry, when we use the verb, the auxiliary verb, for example? What do we need to have in that sentence in order to need an auxiliary verb?
But sometimes, Jane, the auxiliary verb can be to be. If the question is in a continuous form, then the auxiliary verb,
Yeah, but I wouldn't do that. I would keep the auxiliary verb as being do or does. In the past, did or
Good.
yeah, I would keep it very separate because this is what causes such confusion when
Mm.
we mix the verb to be with the auxiliary, or we use the auxiliary when we need to use the verb to be. So the
Well,
big
you
difference
and
is that the auxiliary verb we're going to use with verbs that are not the verb to be. So if you have a main verb in your sentence that's like live, think, all of those are going to need the verb, the auxiliary verb, do or does, to ask the question. In the verb to be, we use the verb to be with adjectives. We use it with nouns. We use it with age. We use it with people, or mostly adjectives and some nouns. So that's the difference,
hmm,
really.
that's interesting because I learned that do, have, and be can all be auxiliary verbs depending on the question.
All right. So let's go on to the next slide.
Okay. So we're going to put the words in the correct order to form questions. And sometimes the question word is more than one word. So especially question one, the question, think about the question word or the question words as the information that you want in the answer. Okay, so the auxiliary verb, the subject changes, and the other verb, the primary verb, are separate. Think about the question words together being the information that you want in the answer.
Okay, so let's start with number one. Let's see if any of you can come up with the correct order of these words to form a question. So the first one we have books, kind, what, like, you, of, do. And we're going to wait and see if any of you can put these words in the correct order to form a question.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay, I think we have some pretty smart people out there who really know their questions. I think we're going to get some great responses. So just waiting to see what responses. I knew
Ah,
it.
Benedetta, Pasquale.
Oh, we have.
Uh, with Giovanna and Benedetta, Pasquale, you've just got a little bit of an order problem. Let's put a Pasquale's so we can take a look at the order. So we're going to start our sentence off with what? What kind of books do you like? Okay, so we just have a little bit of an order problem, okay?
Now, but kind means gentile, no?
No, in this it means type.
Some of
Hmm.
our words have more than one meaning.
So the here I'm going to put up Benedetta's. Benedetta, this is correct. What kind of books do you like? Well done, Benedetta. Thank you
Fabulous.
so much. Well done. Let's go on to number two. Number two. Admire who? Remember, we're starting our sentences always with our question words that start with W in this case.
What's this word admire?
I think when you look, you like something a lot, you admire it, or you
I
look
like
up to something.
I like
You look
pizza a
up.
lot.
No, you don't admire pizza, but it's when you look up to somebody, when you think somebody is not positive, but a good role model, you admire them.
All
Yeah.
right. Alessio, excellent work. And he did correct himself. He said, your. So, who do you admire in your family? That's
Nice.
fabulous. That's absolutely perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about number 3? Do work when they. This one,
Mm-hmm.
okay. Only 4 words this time. I think you guys know this one. Excellent, Benedetta. Also,
That's a very good. Yeah.
Giovanna. Excellent. Okay, for number 2, lots of words but perfect order. Very good. All right.
Yes, Alessio. Alessio. When do they work? When Giovanna Pasquale. Yes. Pasquale, don't forget your question mark. And Benedetta, do not forget your capital W. But well done, everybody.
Excellent,
Well
excellent.
done. Excellent. Excellent. Number 4, we have homework, his, does, where, Pasquale, he, Giovanna, already, she's fast.
Very fast, Giovanna. Excellent.
Giovanna, well done. That's great.
And
Where does he do his homework? Yes, go ahead.
capital W, question mark. This is absolutely perfect, Giovanna. Perfect.
Well done, Giovanna. Anybody else got that one?
Some people type much faster than others.
Yeah, and there's this delay when they do it and then when we receive it. So, oh, Syria. Ah, nice.
Excellent.
Oh, hi, Syria. You just popped up. Where does it? Well done.
I didn't see Syria at the beginning. Where are you from, Syria?
Yeah, where are you from?
Giovanna, you're going ahead of us. How do you turn on the TV?
She's on fire.
She is. Okay.
Hi, Syria.
Now
Where
turn
are you
on.
from, Syria?
Turn on is a
Phrasal
Bologna.
verb.
Welcome. Is a phrasal verb.
Welcome.
So turn on accendere and turn off spegnere. Really excellent, Giovanna.
Yeah.
All right. How about number 6? Study why we do English. I want to see how many people write this question absolutely correctly. Study
Yeah.
why we do English.
Mm-hmm.
Did you study Italian, Jane?
Yeah, I studied a little. I studied it in university,
Oh, okay.
and I studied also. I did a semester abroad in University of Padova, and I studied it also there when I was like 19. And then I came back and studied more, and then I did my master's in Italian. So, yeah.
Wonderful. Okay.
Well, I did it
So,
in painting competition, but it was in Italian. Why do we study English? Syria, perfect.
why do we study English?
Yes,
Why
Alessio.
do we
Oh,
study English?
Pasquale.
All right.
Well done. Okay. Everybody did really well with this. Looks
Yes,
like you guys don't have any difficulty with asking questions with question words. So that's
Max, 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 we have a problem. So the first letter is capitalized, that W in Y, maiuscolo, capital. English, Italian, French, every language is capital. English must be maiuscolo, capital E. And to be a question, it must end in the
With a
question mark.
question mark. Terry and I, no problem, Max. We love your mistakes because we can talk about them. So thank you. Terry and I also have been talking a lot about the capital I. And we have done a lot of these videos together, and we continue to tell people that I needs to be capitalized, okay, when it's used as subject. Okay?
Very good. I'm just really, really impressed with all of the students today.
Oh, I know. Awesome.
Sorry, I didn't scroll through these as we went along.
We did them perfectly, though. We don't need. Oh, boy. Oh, yes. Okay. So, Terry, who is for? Does anybody out there know why we use who?
Let's see. I am a who, and you are a who, and
I'm from Whoville.
Max and Syria and Giovanna, you are all who. If I want to know something, if I want to know, let's imagine that something was done. I want to know who did it. So how will you answer? What is the answer for who?
Who is for?
Cats?
No.
Dogs?
Housing? No.
No. Come on, people, you know the answer to this. Who? Yay, Pasquale. Who is
Yay, person. Yes.
people?
Yes.
Good. Okay.
Person or people. That's right.
Okay.
What is for? Pasquale, what do you think? Syria, what do you think? What?
What is for cats and dogs and houses and cars and books?
Books. Okay, Alessia, we are going to explain all of these. First, we're going to go through these, and then we'll explain the when we use the question word and the auxiliary and then the subject. Okay, so we will answer your question.
Okay, so Pasquale, I want Benedetta, good things. So I want to explain that we have these two different words that sound so much alike, but their meaning is completely different. So think with the kappa, with the K, is pensare. But this, Benedetta said correctly, things with a G, things, cose. Okay? Very different, and they cannot be changed. Okay? They cannot be used for the same. Okay? Excellent. Benedetta, things.
Things. Okay. Oh, good. Giovanna's already gone on to the next one, which is where is for places or situations. Yeah. So where's the party? Where's Paris?
Okay.
Okay. When is for tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. When is for
Time, Pasquale, excellent.
Yay. Time.
Excellent.
Y is for
Why do you study English? Why can't
Yeah.
we go out of our houses? Pasquale, Alessio,
Yay! Reasons, yay! That's what I thought.
serious, fabulous. Okay.
Reasons. Time. Everybody's got these great. Which? Ah,
Now, which is interesting, Jane, because I often hear Italians use which when they should use what. So what
because
is for
yeah. Well, I
what?
think which is going to be a choice between two things. Which is a
Exactly.
choice.
Yeah.
So you have to
What
have a choice if you want to use which.
what do you want for dinner? Very broad question. Which do you want for dinner? Chicken or fish?
Yeah.
Which is very limited choices. Okay. To choose, exactly, Benedetta. Good. Alessio, choose. It's for choice. Choose is a
Choice.
verb.
Mm-hmm.
Choice is the noun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, how? How is difficult?
Yeah, but how by itself is going to be, for example, the way which you do something. So it's your what do they put here for how?
Condition, but I
Condition.
disagree.
Yeah.
I think it's better if we say as you did, it's the way or the mode in which you do something.
Can you do me a favor and just go back one slide and then go forward one slide because perfect. Thank you. Sorry, it's perfect now.
Okay, I didn't do anything.
Oh, it just went back. Okay, it was showing you couldn't see anything, but now it's perfect.
Strange. Okay, so let's not tell them how often. What is, you tell us, how often is used for.
How often is used for?
Yes, Benedetta, I
That's
love
good.
you.
Okay, well done. Well done.
All right, really great. They know their question words.
Yeah, I do, and I think it sounds to me like this. They all understand the dynamics of quasi, and we also have to answer. I think it was Alessio asked a question before about the position, so we'll get to that. But it looks like this group really understands well.
I think so. All right.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Word order. Yay.
So maybe this will help answer your question, Alessio. If it does not answer your question, tell us and we will answer in a different way, okay? So the quasi trick, Jane, how does it work?
Well, we have this quasi trick. And if you can remember the word quasi, it can help us to have the correct word order for asking a question. So, quasi, QU, is your question word. Remember, our question word usually starts with W, right? Yes. What, when, the ones that we just did before. Then we have our auxiliary verb, which in this case, it's going to be do or does. Then we have our subject, which is the person doing the action, all right, or the thing doing the action. And then we have our infinitive verb. So here's an example of that. Why do we study English?
Okay, why do we study English? Why do all of you study English? Now this one,
Okay.
the do, third person, when does the movie start? The movie, third person, so when does the movie start?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So all of you choose one of these different verbs and follow the pattern, follow this quasi pattern, and ask us some questions.
Yeah, that'd be
So,
great. You want to ask me a question, Terry, or you want me to ask you a question?
Jane,
Uh-huh.
how often do
Mhm.
you go to the cinema?
I never go to the cinema. I'm sorry. I never go to this. It's terrible. I never go to the cinema.
Ah,
I'm so busy.
I love the cinema.
I know, and I yesterday you said that you went. I'm like, I want to start going to the cinema. I never
I
go.
I want to start going anywhere.
I know, I know. Um, when do you go out to dinner? When do you go out to dinner?
Well, now, never. But normally, I go out to dinner at least, almeno, at least once a week.
Really?
You- I
Wow.
usually, I usually go out to dinner on Saturday night.
Ah, huh.
Now, no. So,
Hmm.
all of you out there, we are waiting to answer your questions. All right, Alessio. Jane, where
Hmm.
do you
Actually, I work in companies. I work in Prato and in all around Florence, and I also work at the school. So I'm kind of the mobile person at the school.
work?
Thank you. And where do you work, Terry?
I work at the school in Via Baracca, and I also go to Sorgane, to a university to teach. And
Hmm.
then I have my private lessons and I go to companies to teach. Jane, when do you play football?
Mm, I never play football. I go to the gym. I go to the gym. Or
Excellent.
I, yes.
Okay,
Syria,
so
nice
Syria.
question.
Syria, remember that which is only for a choice. So which food, question, which food do you like to eat? Pizza or steak? Okay, so which
Ah,
choices?
look at this though. Okay, so look, we do have an example of just that. Which color do you prefer? Red or yellow?
Okay.
Okay, remember I need a question mark. I need that question mark, Max. So I prefer yellow. And you, Terry?
Red or yellow? I prefer red.
I like
So
red too, but
Pasquale, who do you go to play football? So we need a preposition. And Pasquale, I am very happy that you made this little error because the preposition you need is with. Now, when we talk about another person, we use with. Right now, I am teaching with Jane, but we do not use with objects. I wouldn't say I'm calling with my phone. I wouldn't say I am going with my car. We use different prepositions, but when we talk about a person, it's with. Who do you go to play football with? Okay.
In question sentences, you also are able to put the preposition at the end of the sentence. Okay?
Hmm.
Um,
So I would
okay.
say we just need to change the
Mhm.
tense, the time of the auxiliary verb.
Yeah. To the past, Valentina. Why did you decide to learn English? Because it's going to be a past event. Okay, Valentina. Celia, let's take a look at this one too.
So much, much better. Which do you like to eat? But remember then, what is after is probably, depending, red or yellow now, fruit or vegetables.
Oh.
We need the S on vegetables. Fruit is
Mhm.
already plural, singular and plural. It's irregular. Okay.
Yes, it's like one of those irregular, there's no plural form. Okay. Oh, Alessio, what do you eat for dinner? This is a general question. Fantastic.
Very
I
nice.
usually eat vegetables or vegetable soup. Huh?
I eat something different every night.
Hmm. What type of food do you eat in the evening, I think, you know?
Last night I made chili. Tonight I'm having a chicken salad. Tomorrow it's quiche. So it's something really different every night.
Oh, nice. Sounds delicious.
Which do you drink?
Oh,
Coffee or American coffee? Jane, this is a great question for
oh,
you.
you great question because I love Italian coffee and I drink Italian coffee. And I also, in the afternoon, in mid morning, I drink espresso, no sugar, and I love it. And I don't drink American coffee anymore. I can't. I'm not able.
No, even when I was in America, from the time I was 16, I have always had espresso or coffee from the mocha pot.
Are you serious? I mean, Seattle's like the home of Starbucks, isn't it?
But
What I
Starbucks coffee is the most bitter coffee in the
oh, I
world.
know. I
It
can't. It's
always
so much
tastes
caffeine. It makes me sick. The
it
amount of
always,
caffeine.
but
Huh?
it always tastes burnt. It's terrible.
Um, yeah.
All
We're
right. Which do you
ah,
prefer? Teach, in school or at home? Jane, which do you prefer?
oh, I have to be honest. I prefer teaching at school. I like the contact. I mean, it's okay to teach online, but I really need to see the people that I'm with and to have that personal contact with them. Yeah, I really enjoy teaching at the school and also at companies.
Excellent. Pasquale, how often do you
What a
drink
great.
coffee? But two E's. Coffee, two E's. I drink coffee every morning. And you, Jane?
Yeah, I drink it every morning, but now that I'm home, okay, so usually I have my coffee in the morning with some milk or, but then mid morning I will have a espresso. mm, And after lunch I'll have another espresso, but that's usually the max amount of coffee. And you, Terry?
I have one coffee in the morning, and on the weekends, I might have one after lunch.
Oh, okay.
Alessio, what time do you go to sleep? Perfect structure, perfect punctuation,
Yeah,
capitalization,
wonderful.
spelling, awesome. I go to sleep at about 11:30.
Oh,
What
so
time?
late.
Uh, what time
I'm
do you go
sorry.
to sleep, Jane?
Oh my gosh, I'm just like a baby. If I don't work late, I go to sleep 10 between 10 and 10:30. Yeah.
So, Alessio, in my question, the subject is after the question word. The subject is always after the question word, whether even if the question structure is not quasi, even if it does not follow this form, your subject is always
Mhm.
after the question word.
Mhm.
Why are you doing this lesson? When does he eat breakfast? Your subject is always after the question word. This is the
Mhm.
English structure and it never changes.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why quasi is so great because it tells you exactly what your structure has to be. If you can remember quasi, then you just use it because it never changes.
I'm just making a note. The subject is always after the auxiliary verb. Oops, sorry.
Yes.
This is There is no why, Alessio. So I went to the university for 7 months to study Italian, and I asked my professor, but why is it like this? Why is it like this? One day I asked why, and he said, do I look like Dante to you? No. Well, I did not create the Italian language. I cannot explain why. I can only explain how. And it's the same for us. We didn't create the language. We don't know why, but we can explain the structure.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. Excellent questions,
That's
everybody.
been great. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's take a look with singular nouns. Remember, you're going to be using your third person singular for your singular nouns, okay? So in the first example, we have when movie start. Here, we have to use our auxiliary verb. When, with the third person singular, does the movie start? Okay, so if we go on to the first one, we have where your teacher live. And I want everybody out there to write the correct form, the correct question for that one. So we're going to just wait to see if you all can do that for us. It'd be great. Huh?
All right. So, should we have them choose a question or go in order? Or as they please?
As they please, they can choose anything they want. If they want to do another one, that's fine. But, oh, yes, good. Pasquale, does, mm,
So
where
remember that
does,
quasi trick, quasi
hmm, I
question word,
need
auxiliary verb, subject,
subject,
verb.
your teacher. So where does your teacher live? And we need no, not explanation point, uh,
Here we are. Where
where
does?
does your teacher live?
Good.
Question mark, yes.
So I think maybe we do need a little bit more practice, Jane. What do you think?
Mhm. Well, let's try with the next one. How often John speak on the phone? Let's see if anybody can come up with the correct word order for that.
So John is third person singular Um, so because we are still using the quasi structure, we never conjugate that primary verb, do we, Jane?
No, no, because it's as if I always think of it like the auxiliary verb steals from the main verb.
What does it
Mm,
steal?
it steals that third person singular and it leaves it without that S. You can
Hmm.
only have one.
So we only conjugate that third person, or we only conjugate the auxiliary verb,
Absolutely. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
we conjugate it to the person, and so the verb, the primary verb,
Right. The
stays.
primary verb stays the same. It's the bare infinitive.
How
Yeah.
often does John speak on the phone? And you capitalize John. That's fabulous. Alessio, Pasquale,
Thank
Celia,
you.
Benedetta,
Yeah, well done. Yeah,
Giovanna.
yeah,
All
great.
right. Excellent. How about another one? What do you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
What music does Anne like? Giovanna, that's perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah,
Perfect.
well done.
How about another one?
Mhm.
Or shall we go to the next slide? I think they're in
Yeah,
the
I think there's. Let's go to the next slide. Yeah, because we've only got 3 minutes left.
So,
Oh, look at those questions. Hmm.
so
So, Terry, who is your favorite movie star?
my
Huh.
favorite movie star is Gerard Butler. I love
Hmm.
Gerard Butler because he is versatile and he's, excuse me, but wow, he's just beautiful.
Really
I,
handsome, huh? He's handsome.
oh, he's handsome. Oh, that's right. Beautiful for women, handsome for men.
Yeah, he's handsome.
So we only
Um,
have 3 minutes left, but while we ask and answer, tell us your answers.
yeah.
So, who is your
Hmm.
favorite movie star, Jane?
My favorite movie star is uh oh boy. Uh, Daniel Craig.
Oh, I like Daniel Craig. How do you spell his name?
His name? Uh, Daniel. Daniel. Craig.
Daniel.
Craig. Craig. Hmm.
Excellent. So, if it's okay, I want to go back one slide just to help Giovanna.
Mm-hmm.
So, this last one, Giovanna, why doesn't,
Mm,
so it does rain in the spring, but
yeah.
what's more important is that we need the subject, and we don't have the subject in this question. So, what is the subject with rain in the spring? We need a empty, a placeholder.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it rain in the spring?
Mm-hmm.
Remember that in Italian, the verb is conjugated and often tells us who or what. But in English, we always need that subject or object pronoun. So why does
Yes.
it rain in the spring?
I have to go on to this with Tom Cruise. And then she
And then she
spelled it.
spelled it perfectly. You spelled it
Love that,
perfectly,
Giovanna.
Giovanna. All right. Well,
Oh,
unfortunately, our time has just ended, and Jane and I have to run off to another lesson on a different level. So
Yes.
I think we'll be
Bye
back
bye.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
But
we'll probably
thanks,
see each other
everyone.
tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Stay safe.